objective of this show is to share in your experience in your marriage, share real life issues, and offer counsel that will help build that godly marriage and strengthen the family systems and a marriage that will be enjoyable to both spouses and produce godly children. Our aim, our prayer, our goal, everything is that you have an enjoyable marriage. Every marriage has its own complexities, has its own problems, issues, challenges, whichever one you put it. But, there's nothing beyond God. There's nothing that that is not solvable. Nowadays, we see the effect of bad marriage and bad parenting in the lives of boys and girls. And, we want to just avoid and get rid of too many of such episodes from occurring. So that's why we've been bringing real life issues of people who are willing to share their stories on the show. Everything borders around those topics that we've talked about. And so we can look at it again very closely and then offer godly counsel. And I'm glad that, in the past weeks, we've been offering godly counsel. No matter what it is, we're trying to put God at the center of our marriages, because we realize and we know that without God, we really cannot do anything. It is with God that we're able to achieve and overcome quite a lot. So the earlier we embrace God in our marriage, the better for us, the less headache we're going to have. So, and then we'll give our own best we'll do our best to give you advice. And then, we hope that you can learn from this advice and then, learn from other people's experience that they share on the show. We've been keeping the people's stories, the people in particular, anonymous. If you have a story to share with us, talk to me. You can speak to me. You can send me an email at talktome@city1051fm.com. I want to hear all about it, or send me a WhatsApp message 0909-916-4403. I had someone drop in yesterday. Actually, I was speaking to him on the phone. That's the guy that was supposed to come on the show, but he just cancelled last minute. And so while we're having the discussion, it was so sweet. And he said, "You know what, can I come down?" I said, "Why not? Please come down." And he came down and we had a very, very long discussion. I don't want to go into it because I want him to come and tell us about it himself. But, maybe I can just touch on it a little bit just to whet your appetite. So his wife cheated on him a couple of times, and he forgave her. And so I said to him, "Why do you then want to come on the show?" He said so that people can know that even when their wives cheat, they can forgive. I'm like, wow. Quite a lot, she did this and this and this and this and this and this. Quite, but he still finds himself forgiving her. He said, number one, he loves her. Number two, for the sake of the children. So I would hopefully bring him, if not next week, the week after. Hopefully is ready and willing to share his story with the listener. So this particular one, I saw it online and I'm like, wow, this is a very nice story to bring up and have a conversation with the listener. We always have a very good debate, very good conversation, we all bring it from different perspective. And like I've always said, I learn quite a lot. Sometimes I'm of this opinion, but when you guys talk to me and I open the mic and I hear your own perspective, I'm like, whoa, okay, I never thought about it that way. So it's always been very engaging, very enlightening. It's always a pleasure to have you chip in one or two counsel. And honestly, in the last few episodes, people have actually centered it around, these two, marriage is built on God, built on trust, and all of that. So we learn quite a lot. And people have appreciated the show because it's touched a lot of lives. People have seen things from a different perspective and so applied it in their marriages. So now let's go. Take a listen to this one. Phone lines to call. Let me announce. Call out the phone lines rather. 07001051 and the second phone line is 0909-916-4403, and this doubles up as our WhatsApp line 0909-916-4403, 07001051. All right, so take a listen. I've been married for 20 years. Obi and I have 3 beautiful daughters. His family are the type that believe a male child is more important and a must-have. So I feel really terrible that I haven't given my husband a male child. He assured me that he is okay without a male child, and since children are the same in the eyes of God. So my husband falls ill and he critically requires a kidney transplant or he will die. And I turned out to be a match. Because I love him, I decided to donate one of my kidneys to him. And moreover, we have been through thick and thin. One day, in preparation to go to the hospital for the surgery, as I was getting all paperwork sorted out, I came across my husband's will. And I went through it and found out that my husband has 3 boys with another woman and left 90% of his wealth for those boys and their mother, and only 10% for me and my girls. Ha! Who in the world does this? Shockingly, my husband. So that's the end of the story. Short but very punchy. Now the big question. Let us dissect this. What will you do if you were the woman? So for the men listening, put yourself in the shoes of the woman, because you know you're a man. You're not going to look at it from your own angle, but put yourself in her shoes if you were the woman. And if you're a woman, of course, tell us, would you still go ahead and give him your kidney? Remember, you've been married for 20 years, and even if you forgive him for infidelity, will you still give him your kidney? And then, do you think that the husband's family played a role in this? All right, let's go to the phone lines. Hello, good evening. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Mrs. Adedoja.
Hello. Hi, how are you? Good evening.
I'm good.
Okay, hello 62s. You know, everybody's voice just sounds alike nowadays.
I live in a great job. Hope to catch you in praise in the city.
Oh, sure. Praise in the city. Yes.
I will come. Let me come and dance.
Of course. You need to come and thank God for being, for being alive. Yes, you need to come and dance.
I will come. The 2019 I was there now. So 2020, when I will come.
Just look out for me when you come.
Okay, but if I'm around, I will come and meet you now.
Okay, sure. Oh, sure. Sure.
Ma'am, but you know what? This topic you brought in this evening, I will advise people to call, whether married or not. But if I'm the woman, I will be discovering that maybe the man is maybe the man is not genuinely trust to herself. Because for that man to leave such wealth for those 3 children and leave little for me, that is the first wife, and the other children, I think maybe the man might be up to something else. Or do you think that, I was thinking that maybe the second woman might be involved in one or two things that is controlling that man from not giving the first wife and the children the real property. Why giving them?
That means you didn't listen, no. The man, the first wife has 3 girls, and the man wanted a boy or a male child. But he just said, don't worry about it. Everything is fine. But unknown to the woman, the man has 3 boys from the second. Yes.
To be sincere, that man is not a real man. But my advice, instead of me now justifying it or maybe trying to argue on it or trying to underrate the woman, the thing now is that let that woman pray. And if the woman can see more counselors so that she can get the proper advice. But I'm thinking that maybe that man might be up to something. How can is the man God? Not because they give children. It's not the woman that gives children. It's God that gives children. If you want to decide that you will have girls like forever, you will have. But the man not being like giving idea or suggest that means maybe the man is not the man is up to something. But that woman needs to pray so that later the man can realize if he's making his right decision or he's trying to make a wrong decision for himself.
Oh, wow. I lost you there, 6 days. Oh. Hello? Hello, good evening. Oh, dear. All right. I lost that call there. Hello, good evening. What's your name and where are you calling from? Could you turn down the volume of your radio, please?
Good evening, ma.
Hello.
Yeah, my name is Mr. Frank.
Mr. Frank.
How are you doing, man?
Very well, thank you.
Thank you for the good work you're doing.
Thank you.
Actually, I'm driving home, but I felt I should call because I listened to it.
Hello?
Hello?
Yes, I can hear you.
The Bible says that the heart of man is
Desperately
desperately
wicked.
Who can know it? This man is wicked.
I like that.
This man is wicked.
Mm.
Extremely wicked. In fact, she doesn't love that woman. She's just pretending to love her, but she doesn't love her.
Hey, yeah.
It's because he knows that he has a male child outside. That's why she's pressing this woman, telling her it does not really matter. And I don't think the man is a Christian. He's not a Christian. He's never a Christian. If he's a Christian, he's not a serious Christian. If I am the woman, I'm not going to donate my kidney for him because this man is a liar.
You said it was actually wicked. That is wickedness. Yeah, let's call a spade a spade.
Yes, he has been living with this woman in a lie form. So let's just be honest about it. You understand?
Yeah.
Okay. If she truly loves this woman, why would she give the other woman that is not legitimate 90% and the one that is legitimate 10%?
I don't think he looked at that one. He's looking at 3 boys versus 3 girls.
What is 3 boys?
Well,
what if you go to heaven with 3 boys?
At all.
I am surprised.
Eh.
I'm surprised. After all, it is what they gave to the woman that the woman brought out.
Exactly.
It is the gift of God. It's not the woman's making.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah, of course.
It is not the woman's making. It is what you give. And if the man has patience, this same woman will give him a male child. I believe that. I know some people that had 3, 4, 5 female child, and at the end of the day, God gave them a male child, and they celebrated it. You understand?
Yeah.
I think the pressure of the man is from their hometown. I think it's from the men's child. You understand? It's from the husband's side. That is the pressure is coming. And this can usually occur when it's an Igbo man. That is what the way Igbo man feels.
Well, we don't know.
If you don't have a male child, if they don't have a male child, then nobody is going to represent them. It does not really matter. It is God that gives. You understand?
Yeah.
It is God that gives. In fact, right now the family is divided, and they will not do this because it is now a polygamous family. To control them is a very big problem. I am from a polygamous family. I know what is happening there. I know what is happening. There is trouble already. I only advise the woman to continue praying.
Yeah.
And praying for his children. You understand?
Thank you
That's
so
really
much.
what I'm going to advise the woman.
Thank you, Mr. Frank. Thank you.
Thank you very
Thank you,
much.
Mr. Frank. Thank you, 62s there too. I think I lost the call in the middle of the conversation. Anyways, I was going to say something. You remember that we've talked about this gender or sex thing. Is the man, largely the man that determines that. Hello, good evening. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Good evening. I'm calling from Kuro. This is Mommy Emmanuel.
Mommy Emmanuel.
Yes. That man is a liar. He's a liar. So the woman has to say seriously, I know that yes, one day God will intervene and provide a man child for that woman. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mommy Emmanuel.
Yes.
Thank you so much for your
Good night.
contribution. Good night. She said she won't give him. Oh, God. Hello, good evening. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Good evening. How are you, ma? How are you doing, ma?
Fine, thank you.
It's a pleasure meeting you for the first time.
Oh, same
and
here.
I've been trying to meet you a long time.
Oh, bless.
By God's grace, all these days I'm going to meet with you.
Yes, by God's
Thanking
grace.
God, finally back, and I have to thank God for your life.
Thank you.
And
Thank God.
I pray the Lord continue to strengthen you.
Amen.
But I think you blame.
You didn't tell me your name.
Babs.
Babs.
Yeah, you
Okay.
blame our culture, you blame tradition, and I know some area in this country, even if we have woman, and the woman does this, eventually, if anything happens, it was just reflected as a conviction to the female girl.
And because one of them went to court to claim inheritance of his father's estate. Now, on this question, I would advise the woman to go ahead and donate that kidney. Because if she does, are you listening to me?
Oh yes, I'm shaking my head. I'm like, nodding rather.
The woman will live and the man will live. But it's a win-win issue. Are you with me, ma'am?
Yes.
It's a win-win issue. If the man dies, that man is going to lose all. Because in the will already, she has been discouraged. And eventually the family is going to do what to sideline her. Therefore, she should go ahead, give her the kidney, but before she does that, let her go with the will to the hospital.
Exactly. Smart one there.
The will to the hospital.
Yeah.
I said, my friend, my love, how are you?
Yeah.
I'm ready to give you the kidney. Do you see this? Who did it? It's just me and my children. If you leave, but we want to live after you. You see, at that point, that man can give his life to Christ at the same time change that will.
Will. That's true.
No, for that because it was everything with you, man. This is not my main life.
Yeah.
I pray to meet with you. Please,
Yes.
Where's you said you people are having something.
We're having praise in the city. It's a yearly praise event, praise crusade at the Police College grounds, Ikeja GRA on the 26th of December, 10 a.m.
26th of December,
26, Boxing Day.
Okay, Boxing
So it's
Day,
the
10
whole
a.m.
day. It's an all day affair. We have lots of fun with praising God, and we're thankful. And I think that people should come because we have every cause to thank God. We survived COVID. For those of us alive, we survived COVID, so we need to come and thank God. And it's free.
We have
It's
to give
free.
thanks to God.
Yes. All right.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, can you hear me, Babs?
It's a prayer worship.
It's praise. Yes, it's a praise,
It's prayer worship.
praise and worship. Yes.
Okay, ma'am. Where is your address of your station?
Of the station is we're in plot 11 Latif Jakonde Agedingbe.
Plot 11.
Latif Jakonde Road,
I
Agedingbe.
think Jack on the road. Please don't forget my name, eh?
Babs. Babs. All right.
I
Thank
will see
you.
you very soon.
All right, sure.
I'm sure that we will more souls for Christ.
Yes.
That's, 2 Timothy 4,
Amen.
1.
Amen.
And Matthew 10, Luke 10,
No
and
problem. Amen.
Proverb
No problem.
Proverb 11.
Okay.
I'll be there with you.
All right.
Even I want to meet with Abati.
Okay. Oh, I lost you there. All right, Babs. Thank you very much. I like the angle Babs has brought it in from. He said that she should forgive, and rather give him the kidney, and but make him adjust the will to suit. I think that's the only wise thing to do, to be honest. Hello, good evening. What's your name and where you calling from?
Good evening, Mrs. Adedoja.
Yes.
My name is Olayinka.
Olayinka. Good evening.
Yeah, I'm calling from Abuleta.
All right.
I think Mr. Babs tend to say my mind a little bit because I've listened to other people saying the woman should pray. I get offended when people attach prayer to simple things. For instance, there's a saying that coincidence is God's way of being anonymous. God has answered the woman's prayer by making sure that she stumbled on that way before donating her kidney. Are you with me, ma'am?
Very well.
Hello?
Very well.
There's no point praying again. You get the point. So, since she has sent the will and she has not donated her kidney, she just needs to use that way as a base. Case closed. Just go to the man and tell him he has to sort your children properly. Because our donating one of our kidneys is a 50-50 chance. She's putting her life on the line. So what becomes of her children? Peradventure, she too has issues with the only left kidney.
That's true.
What becomes their fate?
That's
so
true.
For me, I think God has already answered her prayer by making it possible for her to stumble on the wheel.
You're right.
So she has to be smart and wise.
You're right.
Go to the man, negotiate the future of your children. Case closed.
Correct.
There's no point praying unnecessarily.
And there's no point getting angry and just,
No, this is not an angry matter now.
You are so apt there. You are so apt there. Thank you.
Now, I'm donating my life for you. What is the fate of my children? Case closed.
So apt.
Case closed.
Correct. Thank you, Olainka. Very apt. I like that. Let me build on that contribution. I actually like it. I didn't even think about it, in depth like that. So, what Olainka is saying is that, God has answered her prayers by allowing her to see the will before she went ahead to donate the kidney, meaning that she can then go to the man and negotiate or renegotiate the will for her children. Because like he rightly said, like Olainka said, it's a 50-50 chance. What if she does not survive it? So she should even say to herself that in case I don't survive it, at least let my children be well taken care of. She goes ahead now, donates the kidney, and then she doesn't survive, and then the other woman ends up taking everything. It's true, very true. You see, sometimes when things happen to us in our marriages that is quite unpleasant, we need to apply a lot of wisdom in resolving it. Hello, good evening. What's your name and where are you calling from? Hello? Okay. So, like I was saying, when things happen, as they say in Yoruba, Matawa, you'll be upset, you'll be offended, everything, you want to do this and this and this and this and this and all that. Hello, good evening. What's your name and where are you calling from? Can you speak up? Your line is very faint. Hello?
Hello, good evening.
Okay, now I can hear you. Yes. What's your name and where are you calling from? It's Adebayo.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, go on, Adebayo.
That name should ring the bell.
Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Well, I listened to the conversation, and I'm very sure the woman in question is listening as well. A caller called earlier saying the man is not a Christian. The man could be a Christian, actually. Not everybody that are called by the name of Jesus Christ.
No, he said he could be a Christian, but if he's a Christian, more like he's a yeah Christian. You know what I mean?
Yeah, okay. Well, what I'm looking at the message is from another angle. If the woman legally married woman, definitely the law recognizes her. She can take the will to the lawyer, and I'm very sure they will find probably a good lawyer to handle the case. That is by the way. Secondly, like a caller that called the will to the husband, showing it to him, and at this stage, the woman is risking her life to give the man a second chance of coming back to life. Now, what will come of the children?
So exactly.
My own opinion is either the woman go by law if she's legally married, or take the will to the husband on the bed, telling it to his face, I think the Lord has shown it to me because you are not being open to me. If you are, this thing will not come to this extent. And when you are having this issue, this woman would not donate this kidney for you because you are married to her. How would I put it? I don't know. Not openly, secretly. So, but I'm a legally married wife. I will stand by you because of the vow, the marriage vow we had. So the woman should go to the man and table the contents of the will to him and let the man realize his mistake. Two wrongs cannot make a right. If you refuse to give him the kidney and the man died along the way, probably as a result of the shock, the woman too lost her life. Everything is gone. It's only the 10% that is given to the children that they will collect. And the other woman will have the 90%.
Yeah.
So we should think about the future, think about what will come of our own children, even while we are gone.
Thank you, Adebayo.
That's just my own perspective.
Thank you so much for your contribution. Thank you. Thank you. Time check. It's 8:59 p.m. City 1051 FM. We are your number one lifestyle station. You're tuned in to Talk to Me with myself, Adedoja Allen. Numbers to call to join the conversation, the juicy, hot, spicy conversation is 0700 1051 1051. I'll take another call. Could you turn down the volume of your radio, please? Yes, thank you. All right. Good evening.
This is your regular caller, Festus.
Your who, Festus?
Festus, to send you some messages, but I was not around.
It's okay. All right. Good evening,
yes,
Festus.
I will keep it out. Yes, I'm of the opinion of this type of kind of man that always want to be open, transparent, and also if eventually somebody make a mistake in marriage, I am of the opinion that one should open up. They cannot kill you, even though that they kill you along the line. They are not the first to be killed. We should not be afraid of, death. When you have extramarital affairs, I'm not encouraging anybody to do that. But eventually that happens. I believe a man should walk up to his wife and open up. This is what it is. This is the color. This is exactly what happened.
Instead of deceiving her.
So I believe we should be open. And secondly, I am on this side that wants everybody to be taken care of, whether male child or female child. I believe that children should be equally taken care of. You don't know who anybody can be tomorrow. So you cannot, whether you train, if this person is a male child or female child, you cannot mold. The only thing you can do is to train to take care of your children. But you probably may not really know what you are going to produce tomorrow, what you are going to be tomorrow. It's only God that knows what children will be tomorrow. So for anybody to refuse to train his or her children because they are female or they are male child, you are not doing yourself good, and you are not even doing God good. So I am of the opinion that people should be taken care of, children should be taken care of equally.
Okay.
Man in particular did not do well. He did not do well.
All right.
But for me, I think it's left for the woman to decide. Well, there people have given good advice on how to donate. Go ahead and donate a kidney and all that, which I still believe, because the situation has not changed. The man still remains a husband, no matter whatever it is. He still remains a husband.
All right.
But
Thank you.
It's still left for her to take her own decision what she wants to do. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Festus. Thank you for being a regular caller as well. All right, let me quickly go for the sake of those that are just tuning into the show tonight. So it's the particular lady who's been married to her husband for 20 years, and they have 3 beautiful daughters. And the husband's family is the type that are very particular about a male child. So she's been feeling very bad and horrible about this. But her husband told her, don't worry about it. I don't worry. I don't mind. And then the man falls ill suddenly and then requires a kidney transplant. And she's the only match. So she decided to agree to give him, donate 1 kidney to him. And so whilst they were preparing for that, she stumbled on his will and discovered that he has 3 boys from another woman and willed 90% of his property to those to that family. That's the woman and her 3 boys, and 10% to her and her girl. So the question is, what should she do? Should she go ahead and donate the kidney? to the man, or should she just, walk away and allow the man to die? So we've had several contributions that I didn't even know. But I think that the wise thing, from picking off bits and bobs from what the callers have said, is for her to go ahead and give the man a kidney. But before then, she needs to go and renegotiate the will with the man. Let me take this call. My callers, my lines are buzzing. Hello, good evening. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Good evening.
Hello.
My name is Elijah from Igondo.
Okay, hi Elijah.
Well, I'm not married. I'm a teenager anyway, so I think I have a little.
You're a teenager?
Yes, I'm 17. Well, I just want to say something.
Okay.
Can I?
Sorry?
Okay. First off, God gives children. Yes, we know.
Okay.
But if we still want to look at it from the scientific part of the view, the man has most of the blessing if she's actually giving birth to female children, because he is the determinant of the chromosome that goes to make the woman. Yeah, enough with that. But I'm not trying to justify the man for his actions. It was desperate, yes, but it was really wrong for him to have actually cultured an extramarital affair and to play nice to the woman at home. I was totally wrong. And I seriously feel if you have this communicated or even dropped a hint of him having an affair, not the woman having to find out, and at the peak of the situation. Well, I think if I was a woman, I would still give him the kidney, yes. I will be very mad at him. But he has to speak. If he never won't speak the way, if it's from that 90% that is given to that woman, he will give it to me and my children. I'm not trying to negotiate.
Thank you.
I'm not his life is on the line. It's not in negotiation. I give you the kidney, you give me the 90% of the gift. The other woman who is not legal,
that's what we're saying.
Might take the 10%. Because I am the legal right and wife of the man.
Thank you so much,
That's
Elijah. Thank you. Thank you for your contribution. Thank you so much. Yes, so that's where we are. So first things first, she should forgive him for infidelity. I mean, it has happened. I don't even know whether to call that infidelity anymore. I mean, he has 3 boys with another woman. So she's more like his second wife or his wife. So forgive. Some things just happen. You just have to accept it and, try and, how do they say, is it make lemonades out of lemons, or how is that saying? Just make it work for yourself. So what she should do is to go back and talk to the man about the will. Let her know that I saw your will. Let him know rather that I saw your will and this is what you wrote in the will. Now, giving him the kidney is actually a very big risk to her life. That's even what I want to hammer on. It's a very big risk. What if she doesn't wake up? What if she doesn't survive it? So she needs to ensure that the will is in her favor and the favor of her daughters, because she's one risking her life simply because of that. And I mean, why can't the other woman give the man her own kidney and then the boys can go ahead with the 90%? No. So this should turn it around. So the 90% comes now to her because she's the one giving him her kidney, and then the 10% goes to the other woman. I think that's a fair deal, right? What do you think? Call me again. Let's look at it from this angle. 0700 1051 1051. Hello, good evening. What's your name and where are you calling from? Hello. Okay, I lost you there. 0700 1051 1051 09099164403. So yes, they've been married for 20 years. The man is on a sick bed, dying. He needs a kidney transplant, and the woman is the only match. She should go ahead and give it to him. Like someone said, one of my callers said, 2 wrongs don't make a right. Okay. And moreover, I want to believe that, when we put God first, we all offend God, and, we seek God's face for forgiveness. So forgive, but take a very wise decision out of that. That's where I want to touch and hold on to. Just do something wise out of it. Hello, good evening. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Monday. I'm calling from Lambert.
Calling from?
Lambert.
Okay, hi Monday. Talk to me.
Yeah, good evening. Yeah, sorry. Oh, I had a lot of conversation and a lot of things people were talking about that woman. What if that man is trying to play a game to know that woman's heart?
A game?
Trying to claim, yes, I trying to claim. If something like this happens, what might happen? And anything can happen.
Oh.
Any man can try to make a deal with a doctor. Let's do it this way.
Why do you think you want to play a game with someone that has 3 girls whilst he has 3 boys with another woman? What game would that be, Monday?
Madam.
Talk to me. Go
there
ahead.
are some things, some men might have been trying to work in that kind of devilish way. And it was like, if this might be the outcome, let me try to arrange all this and try to find it up. Maybe because we men, we know how to keep secrets very well. If something like that occurs, we can never keep that kind of document at home. Never. Because
no, I disagree with you. Some, as much as you think that you men can keep secret, you can also be careless. So I think that this might have come in from a place of carelessness.
Not like document, not like a will. Not like will. Will always being kept with lawyers or bank and with audio
it's a copy.
or videos.
It's a copy.
But madam, there are some things they call it fabricated. You can just fabricate something. Like, let me see, I've been doing this for long. How can I trust her? Can I do this to just know who I've been saying for long? We only look at the women's side, but there are some things that some men can't say outside. If they tell you their side too, you're like, so behind the scene, all this has been happening. Just keep it. Just don't want everything to break down. So let's just look at it vice versa.
Okay. Thank you so much. That was Monday's contribution, that the man could actually be testing or maybe playing a game. Okay, who knows? We don't know. But we're also not going to rule out that contribution because, these things, you just never know. You can never tell. Hello, good evening. What's your name and where are you calling from? Oh, sorry about that. Please call me back. Time check, it's 11 minutes past 9 p.m. tonight, 9th of December 2021, and you're tuning to Talk to Me with myself, Adedoja Allen on City 1051 FM. Hello, good evening. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hello, this is Chooks.
It's Chooks.
Yeah.
Okay, hello, Chooks.
Calling from Ota.
Ogba, okay. Talk to me.
Yeah, I think if this is a real story, if it's not hypothetical, I think there are 2 ways to go about it.
Tell us.
Well, number one is go about it the way, someone that is objective and maybe wants to take care of herself and do. Kind of cancel this stuff. Because it's, I don't know, just cancel it. It's very risky. Or rather, consider if your conscience, if something happens to the man and you don't do it, your conscience endure it.
Yeah.
When the man dies,
Yeah.
and you fail to do it,
Yeah.
your conscience endures. So if she's okay with that and she doesn't bother anymore, I think it's good. She's not obligated to do that. She's not under. I mean, it has to be a choice. The fact that she's the wife doesn't mean she has to do it. So she doesn't owe her activity. If she doesn't give it to you, so that's all. But then if you should be nice, like if you do to or maybe thinking about
your line is actually breaking off. Your line is cracking. Oh dear. Your network. Hello, Chooks.
Do you hear me now?
Yes, I can now. Yeah.
So in the other way, the other second side of it is she has kind of look at it from a positive perspective. Not minding that she may not have anything immediately to gain, and probably hope that, the children may get to.
Hello? Oh dear. Chooks, your line was actually very bad. So it must be maybe where you are, the network or the coverage. All right, numbers to call again is 0700 1051 1051. Uh, Hello, good evening. What's your name and where are you calling from?
This is Mommy Manuel back again.
Okay. All right, Mommy Emmanuel.
Yes, well, for me, let that woman forgive the man. And before you donate the skinny, you have to revise the will back to those 3 girls.
Yeah.
So that the woman will use the eyes to take it. You will know that yes, it's true. And start everything, make sure that yes, it's true. But the rest of you may survive, you may not survive. But I pray for the woman to survive. By the special grace of God.
The man you mean?
Yes,
Yeah.
you know the woman, yes.
Oh yes,
pray for
yeah.
the woman
After
to
she
survive.
gives, yes, you're right, Mommy Emmanuel. Of
Yes,
course.
yes.
She must
So,
survive, by God's grace. You're
But
right.
he must survive. That is
You're
my
right.
prayer for the woman because
Yes.
what we follow that man with the truth.
Yes.
So for me, I pray for the woman to survive. To use the hand, take good care of his children, and live long to enjoy the fruit of the labor.
Yeah, correct.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Thank
God
you,
bless
Mommy
you,
Emmanuel.
God
Thank
bless
you for your call. Yes, like I did say, when things happen, we need to take good decisions afterwards. Some things have happened. There's nothing you can do about it anymore. But how can you turn the situation in your favor? That's the counsel that she needs now. Hello, good evening. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Good evening, Madam Adedoja.
Yes, sir.
I'm calling from the Zagwe. My name is Adekunle.
Your name is
Adekunle.
Adekunle. All right, go ahead. Talk to me.
Yes. I'm actually, I want to go in line with one of your callers that talked about someone can really want to play cards. I'm trying to fabricate something of which we need to know how deeply the woman could, really loved him.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But the man might actually.
No, that was Chooks. I think that was Chooks. Yes.
The man possibly doesn't have any children outside. If released, if the will, it might have pressure from the family in wanting him to get another wife. Probably just because of the property. And he knows how he has gone with the woman, how far they've gone in life. For 20 years, how the woman has supported him. And now he could just go to anyone to look, this is what is happening. And I cannot betray my wife. I loved her. But let me see, if I go, can she take care of my back? Can she handle everything, even feed my family? Even if it happens? What if nothing like that happens in the end of the day and she went away? Just like one other person said, there could be something going on the ground that you and I don't know. That we're listening to the woman's aspect. If we hear the man's aspect, we will know that there is other things going on underneath. But it's possible that it's a fabricated will. We wanting to know the heart of the woman. But if the other way around, it doesn't look like that, then the woman still stands a chance of forgiving him, donating the kidney, but taking the will down to the man for adjustment, not totally wanting the 90%. You understand? Because for me, the children would have known what is really going on, but she has to go with a lawyer if she wants to do that. You understand? And the families must be there because since it's the only kidney that matches the husband, then she has a better chance. But if that is not the case, and the man really wants to know the heart of his wife, it will end up being a game. And the man will definitely know, look, I really have a good wife. Because I have a good wife too. I have 3 kids. That I loved her so much. I can leave everything for her, even the fact that I have other children. But because of my foundation went bad, but ended up having the best of the best that God gave to me. But I would not be forced by anyone to do otherwise. I will stand by my ground with whom I really choose to stay with, not by the pressure of my family. So I want us to look at either way. It's either yes or no. But if it is yes, fine, she has a better chance. If it is no, probably she still has a chance being the legitimate wife. That is my contribution.
Wow, I'm loving this show. The way contributions open my eyes to. Thank you so much, Adekunle. And I didn't even know that I'd not, dropped your. I'm just wowed because I never looked at it from that angle. When Chook said it, I'm like, could it be? Could that be? But we can never throw away other people's contribution because we're really talking about the multitude of counsel here. Thank you so much, Adekunle. Thank you for that contribution.
Yoruba will say Adedoja ni koda.
Abi, it's true. Very true. Very true. Absolutely. Wow. Wow. Honestly, for the sake of that woman, I pray that it's a test from my husband, because it will be so, you see, and I don't know. That's why, all these things, like I was saying, we need to pass this test and make sure that we treat it with a lot of wisdom, so that if it ends up being a test, you must pass it too. Hello, good evening. What's your name and where are you calling from? As they say, that angle is messing me up. Hello, good evening. What's your name? And yes,
yes, good evening. This is Mr. Clement calling from Ijimu.
Mr.
Clement.
Clement.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Talk to me, Mr. Clement.
Yeah, the man did very wrong. Sure, the man is a very wicked. For good 20 years.
So many angles.
Someone has given you the whole trust and you betrayed the person. For good 20 years. For you having 3 girls in a family, for me, is a very big investment. Yes. Having 3 girls is a very big investment. If it is easy to get a male child, not put the woman in a child to deliver. Yes. So, well, as in the matter of marriages, we cannot talk about it we cannot talk about it to the end, because the vow is both of them come together tied it together. We cannot go and say this is it. After all, both of them have to go in and settle it the way they want to. Everything is in their hand. The woman has a very crucial role to play in that situation right now. Her prayers have been answered, as the other person is saying, and she has to play it very wisely, or else she still regrets why she did it. Thank you very much. I'm first time caller.
Oh, thank you so much. Keep it locked down on City FM, okay? Thank you, Clement. Thank you. Wow. Okay, thank you, Clement, once again. It's the first time caller there. All right, so let me start rounding off the show. Time check is 21 minutes past 9 p.m. and it's City 1051 FM. We are your number one lifestyle station. You're tuning to Talk to Me with myself, Adedoja Allen. We've been dissecting a case today. Very short but dangerous. Shocking. But we've had quite a lot of perspective that even I am like, okay, I need to take a step back and reevaluate it, because it's possible that it could be one or two or more of those scenarios that is at play in this whole story. So I had I think it was Emmanuel, Adekunle and Chooks tell me that it's possible that the man is actually testing the woman. I never thought about that. And just wants to see how she's going to react to the will and all of those things. Very possible. Hey, she had better pass that test though. But on the flip side, what if it's not a test and is actually the true picture of things? What should she do? How should she go about it? Oh, I just lost the caller there. Call me 070010511051. But hey, I think that for emphasis sake, we need to remind ourselves that it's God that gives children. So, okay, we have two scenarios now. So I'm not going to condemn the other one that says it's possible that the man is testing her. So let's look at it. However we look at it, whichever scenario we decide to pick, God is the one that gives children, boy or girl. So if you find your wife giving birth to girls, fine. If you find your wife giving birth to boys, so I have 3 boys now. I should be crying that I don't have a girl. But Motik Bakam, there's nothing I can do. I don't want to try for a girl. Hello, good evening. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hello, good evening.
Yes, sir.
As regards the issue of that.
Sorry, what's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Tosin.
Your name is?
Tosin.
Tosin. All right, talk to me, Tosin.
So I'm calling from Adedoja.
Okay.
The topic of today, I think the woman should forgive the man and
Good. Yeah.
for this moving in the family. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Okay?
Thank you. She should forgive him, right? Did I hear you well?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. All right. Thanks so much. Thank you so much, Tosin. Hello?
Yes.
Okay.
Hello, yes, ma'am?
Yes. Is that all?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Thanks for your call. All right. So let me round up the show. And I'm going to put these two together because it again dropped in my spirit now that let's combine the two scenarios that it's possible that the man is testing her. So, and then, it's also possible that it's the truth. So first things first, she should start by forgiving him. Now take the will to him on a sick bed and show it to him. So at least that one of testing her would, okay, then the man can say, babes, now that this is going on, I was just trying to test you, blah blah blah. It's possible that it comes out at that point. So again, if we look at it, if we want to pick that, there's a way she will present it to him. This tonight's case has really messed me up because even I'm learning a lot of lessons that when things happen, don't react. Sometimes you need to process this a lot because honestly, I never thought that he could be testing her, but it's very possible that that's what is going on. Very possible. We are not sure, but we also cannot rule out that possibility. So we need to calm down when things are unpleasant, when things happen, and just process it and approach it from a very should I use the word objective or dissociate your emotions and try and look at it very holistic approach, and so that you don't take a brash or rash decision. So she goes to him, shows him the will and says, honey, this is what I found in your, she's not angry, she's not upset. How about that? And then the man looks at it and it's possible to say, he says, oh, it was a joke, I'm just testing you or whatever. Oh, this is not true. Don't worry about it. Trust me, nothing like this. Just because I want to know how at that point, I'm sure quite a lot will come out because anybody on their dying bed have quite a lot of confessions. And so then from there, they take it on. And then on the flip side, what if is not pulling a fast one or it's not a joke? Then again, she makes sure that again she's not offended or too angry to take that right decision, so she can then turn it around in her favor on favor of her girls. Because really, like we said, what if she does not survive it? What if she does not survive it? So then she should ensure that the will favors her and her children, her daughters. At least make him again not in a fighting manner. You have to turn this will around to favor me, because what if I don't survive it? What if I don't survive it and you survive? Something like that. And then they have a negotiation. My phone lines are buzzing. Maybe I can take one more call rather, before I tune up. But again, I want to remind us, sometimes again, a majority of between a husband and a wife, when you're trying to make children, it's majorly the husband that determines the sex of the child. At least that's what science tells us. So if you want to go the scientific way, and then if you want to go the godly way, it's God that gives children, whether boy or girl, whether male or female. Last call for tonight. Hello, good evening. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hello, good evening.
Yes.
My name is Ian.
Your name is?
I'm calling from my name is Ian.
Ini?
Ian, yes.
Okay. Ian. Oh, praise Ian. Oh, nice.
Yes. I'm calling from a city.
Hello. So, yeah.
Yes. So, I was up a little put off when people suggesting that the man might be testing her and that kind of thing.
Oh my God. Your line is cracking.
Yes.
Can you?
Hello?
Yes, I can. Yes, I can. You are a little put off.
Yeah, by people saying the man is probably testing her. And I'm thinking, testing her how and why?
Well,
usually why? Because I'm just wondering, why would there be a need to test her?
Sometimes there's wisdom in something that sounds very stupid. So I don't want to throw it away. I don't want to say that it's not possible. You know what I mean? Like the man, he said it in Yoruba. I can't remember how Adekunle said it in Yoruba. Something, cooking or something like that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, let's look at it holistically and just say that even if you want to give it a 1% chance that it's possible, let's leave it at that 1% chance. You see what I mean? Yeah, but go ahead.
Okay, well, basically, what I feel about such a thing, I think someone also said this earlier on the program. Basically, I'm going to take that will to him. And, ask for
You're still going to take that 1%.
Oh, absolutely. I'm going to take the will to him.
Yeah. Yes, I agree. I agree.
Ensure that it turns in people.
Yes.
The favor of my kids.
Yes. Of course. No one will blame me for doing that. Of course.
I might. Well, I mean, depending on how he takes it and how he responds, I might still, be kind enough to say, okay, they are still your children, the boys. So if you still want to give them something, no problem. But it's really painful because there's so many things the woman is dealing with.
Yeah.
First of all, betrayal. There's so much, that she'll be thinking of. But I mean, at the end of the day, we need to be human. We need to be God-fearing.
Thank you.
Okay, if it's possible, give your boys, no problem. But my kids
takes the will to the man and says that your will must be in my favor and my daughters. Do you think the man will agree? I think so. He's on his deathbed. I think that it's a matter of life and death now that he's going to accept. Abi, what? Again, what if he doesn't? This one I was saying that is testing her. So it could be anything. What if we think he's going to agree because he wants to survive? What if for the sake of those 3 boys, decides to could die? And they will. This story is messing me up. All right, that's it for tonight on the show. Is so many things are possible. Now, I wish we had another 30 minutes to argue it from that angle. I'm sure some people will tell me it's very possible that the man can walk away and say, you know what, I have 3 boys and they're the ones that will inherit my name even when I'm gone. So I'd rather leave the will for them. Do you know it's actually very possible? I didn't think about it like that too. I thought that when she goes that she will get the all right, I'm going to have to leave you tonight. Oh, sorry about that. We can't take any more calls. Join me again next week, Thursday, for another interesting edition or episode of Talk to Me with myself, Adedoja Aliwa. I'm going to bring another case for us to dissect, okay? But in the meantime, keep it locked down on City 1051 FM for more music. God bless you.